Welcome to Man Up Monday, the show where men sit around talking about man stuff.
Unfortunately, ladies, this one's not for you. Grab your husbands, grab your dads, get them to watch.
No girls allowed.
Well, happy Easter, guys.
Happy Easter, everybody. Gentlemen,
I said Merry Easter. It's a little snowy out.
Was a Merry Easter.
I dreamt of a white Easter.
Yeah, the Easter eggs, we forgot to dye them. They were very hard to find. So we're back on Monday after Easter here, and it is Monday today. Unusual for us to film day of, but we're going to pull this one out. So how was Easter?
It was good. It was good. I celebrated on Saturday. I hid eggs for a couple neighborhood children, and I made some ribs.
Some ribs. Yeah, the Whitneys did. I made Easter breakfast, as you may have known if you are not supposed to listen to Ladies' Night. I made some eggs and ham, and then we had a nice ham dinner later. So a lot of salty pork yesterday.
This is news to me.
Okay.
I did not watch Ladies' Night.
Ladies' Night, yes.
Editing things. No, you edited. Never mind. We don't edit that. What are we talking about? We did the big Easter lunch. Had ham and potatoes and salad. Our son always devours the salad so fast nobody can get any of it. So I took the salad first, and I overbought on the salad and didn't save enough room for ham. So it was kind of disappointing. You know, it was a salad, like a vegetarian Easter or something. But good times. We played games all afternoon.
Interestingly enough, I slept in on Easter for the first time since like 1998 or something. Yeah, I didn't have to wake up for a sunrise service. So I woke up at 6 o'clock to get the eggs cooking, and that's about it.
I hid plastic eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't put the candy.
You were cooking eggs?
We didn't put the candy in eggs this year. I did a digital scavenger hunt for our Easter candy, which was hilarious to sit back and watch the children try to figure out the clues. And I'm just imagining now what it's like to be one of the guys who works like the escape room and watching the group on the camera. Just, they're just chasing the wrong rabbit trail. You're just like, they're so stupid. How can
I know all the answers.
But, my children are not stupid. They're wonderful. They're amazing. They're smart children. But it was hilarious to watch them try to figure out the clues that, they were pretty easy clues, I thought, right? But they did find their candy within an hour, so it worked out well. But,
What'd you do on Easter, Nate?
I watched Bar Rescue because it was Sunday, and that's what we do in a world without sports. We watched Bar Rescue.
Did you have a ham dinner?
I reckon no. Not a big ham person. I'd rather have a turkey.
I hear Jeff got a turkey.
He didn't share.
So tell us about your Easter and your Lent experience and leading into Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a very traumatic experience on Easter.
Traumatic. That's what we're going to go with. Okay, you do you, so.
Okay.
So I gave up fast food for Lent, and I was very excited to go get the Grand Mac from McDonald's. And so we set out in the snowy Sunday mid-afternoon.
The beautiful Easter snow.
Yes, exactly. Nice, cold, windy, exactly what you dream.
You got the horse, the carriage, the sleigh.
Yep.
Reindeer all.
And so we went to McDonald's for lunch because, like I said, we had ribs on Saturday since we could grill on Saturday. And I ordered a Grand Mac, and Cass ordered whatever she ordered, and then we split a large fry and got home, and my Grand Mac was a regular Big Mac. Talk about depressing. McDonald's, if you're listening, I would like a Grand Mac.
Mac duped.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for your pain, your
Sorry
loss,
for your loss,
Yep.
yeah.
your long suffering.
Sorry your feelings were hurt.
I suffered through a half of a large fry and a regular Big Mac, and I still haven't had a Grand Mac.
Hey, good news for you. Price has risen.
You bet.
Indeed.
You bet.
Amen.
You betcha. That's what we say up north. You betcha.
Yeah, sure, you
You
betcha.
betcha he did. God.
Well, so Nate, you had shared that story a little earlier today, and we said we'd talk about that story because we're going to make this the hour of Nate's power here.
Nate therapy.
We're going to talk about Nate's problems. And because I think, just in that story, it's kind of a microcosm of what a lot of guys are going through during this time with all the outbreak stuff. Not that everybody is missing a Grand Mac from McDonald's, because, when I became a man, I gave up childish ways. Actually, not at all. I had children and then fell back in love with McDonald's.
But if you haven't had a Grand Mac, I recommend it.
I've had 3 of them, not today. I recommend it also. Though don't try to eat it while driving; it gets a little messy. I learned that one the hard way too.
So you eat the fries out of the bag while you drive.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so crispy.
But the topic of being disappointed and running into disappointments of things not turning out the way you were hoping for, or planning for, and looking forward to for a long period of time. I mean, you were looking forward to the end of your fast food fast.
It was a Grand Mac.
It was going to be
Grand
grand,
Mac.
and it was not.
It was just mediocre.
It was just big.
So
Just regular.
Exactly.
aside from your Grand Mac disappointment, and what other things have been disappointing, guys, in the last few weeks?
This weather.
I mean, that's an opinion.
I was really looking forward to spring. I was enjoying it.
I was missing winter, actually.
Well, no one likes you.
Well, no one likes Big Macs. So.
I was hoping for summer, to be honest.
2 against 1.
The day it was 70 degrees was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Whatever. That's fine. No, I mean, this weather, it's spring. I have to keep reminding myself that it's April. And April weather, March weather sucks. Like, you have this roller coaster, and there's always going to be one more snow, like, maybe when we hit May, but, like, June we're out of the clear.
Don't
But,
count
like-
your chickens.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, I want to, like, do outside work. I want to start getting ready for a garden. I want to start planting seeds and working with the tiller and stuff. And it's like,
Get that suntan on.
get that sunburn on. That's right. But yeah, and then it was so nice at the end of the last week, and then Sunday hit. Kind of stunk. And I think that's the worst thing is, like, the nice days, it's nice to get outside. Like today it's sunny. It's kind of chilly. So that's why we're inside the shop instead of outside or anywhere else. But, like, the days when the weather is sucky just drag on forever. Yesterday, granted I was up really early, but yesterday just took forever to get over with.
I can agree with
It
that.
was weird yesterday evening or afternoon, late afternoon, when the sun came out.
Right.
Like, well, it's finally
It's sunny. Let's go outside. Oh, we can't go outside.
It's frozen still, but yeah. I was thinking, but usually this time of year, beginning of April, middle April, after Easter, I mean, we're, being a softball dad, coaching softball teams, we're, a couple weeks into practice by now, and with there being no organized sports in Nebraska until at least the end of May.
Yeah.
And still, ball seasons are up in the air. Legion is still trying to work on their decision, what they're going to do. ASA or USA softball's still up in the air. And, I mean, that's a big unknown and big disappointment to not be now outside and playing ball and coaching teams, getting ready for the start of a ball season. But just in general, then think about what it's like for the kids. And, kids who are like, they're looking forward to their summer sport. My son is just dying because we tell him we don't know if the pool's going to open or not this summer.
That's really true.
He's dying because he's disappointed about that being a possibility. And, you think about the seniors who aren't going to have their, prom or graduation. And, the last day they left school, they didn't know that they weren't going to see their friends again for face-to-face at school for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Not having that closure, I think that brings a lot of disappointment for people too. And those parents who have kids in high school or kids in sports activities, you start to miss that too. I think we're all learning how to manage disappointment.
Yeah.
And so, what are some things you do, guys, to cope? What's your coping mechanism for getting through your broken Big Mac, Grand Mac, your half Grand Mac?
Well, once I'm no longer angry at McDonald's, I will return.
Anger.
Anger.
You were angry at McDonald's.
I am.
I was angry at McDonald's
Not
before
was.
too. You
Present.
still are?
Present.
You are.
Yes, I am.
Presently experiencing the emotion of anger.
Yes.
Okay. If I hold up a golden arches, you'll punch me or something?
I mean, at the end of the day, if we went to McDonald's tonight, I'd probably get over it pretty quick. But
But in this moment, when I'm talking about it,
So when this airs, if somebody brings you a Big Mac, a Grand Mac, you'll be okay.
I am accepting Grand Max.
There'll be a
Y'all know where I live.
few cases over at the Benter house tonight. What other ways of coping do you guys come up with? I love when I ask questions that result in ums and silence.
I don't know. I guess I
That's
just
it's a
learned to.
rabbit hole. What do we want to go? We can go down to the fact that I make too much food. I made monster cookies yesterday because I was so bored.
Thanks for giving me one.
Did they show up at my house?
They did show up at your house.
That's where they came from.
I'll give you one, Nate. I got
Thank you.
some. I'll give you some monster cookies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I gave some to Sherry too because, yeah, she's my neighbor. Yeah, cooking and then eating food, baked goods. Heather made a cake on like Thursday, and I made cookies yesterday, and we're just like cooking and eating. We're really good at trying to do stuff to distract, or to pull focus, or to just do something, even just to feel productive. More than just sitting on the couch, keeping the kids alive, and watching Frozen 2 all the time.
I think I said it before, but we're all working on putting on the COVID-19. It's going on.
I'm trying to stave that off.
Doing your beach bod workouts.
I am not doing beach body workouts, but I am working on stretching my stomach. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and keeping myself busy, as you said, finding busy work, distractions. Really, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I got to tell you guys, today I did the most manliest thing I've done in months. I fixed something that was broken in our house. I know. You're shocked. I'm shocked.
Jessica, we're going to need verification on that.
But you're not watching, so.
You're not supposed to be watching.
Yeah, during our digital Easter egg scavenger hunt with the kids, they broke the door to the pantry, and I fixed it.
So you fixed something that was recently broken.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a
To-do list.
I have to put baseboard in my bathroom from 2 years ago. Like you did something.
They broke it yesterday. I fixed it today. That's a world record turnaround time.
I feel like that's Husband of the Year award.
All right, kapla! I won one.
And now I just strip that of you because of your gloating.
But general finding busy work, and some of it's meaningless work. Some of it's stuff that doesn't really need to be done, but some of it is stuff that is productive. Like one of my kids is learning to play the guitar. Just that's what decided to do over COVID-19. Learn to play the guitar. Why? I got time. That's constructive and productive. I have not that gumption yet. Maybe it'll come to that. But so managing disappointments and stuff. In our earlier conversation, we were getting ready for tonight. You used the word lament.
Yes.
A good Bible word.
A good Bible word.
And do you have a definition for your good Bible word?
No, because I thought it was just complaining.
Oh, it's so much not complaining.
I just want to complain. That's my coping thing. I just complain. I complain.
My usual coping is what my wife calls pity party of one. Because I will start moping and complaining and whining around the house, and she'll just tell me to get over it because she's not going to join my pity party.
Well, I guess I was going to say that too. Is whenever I get disappointed like that, my wife is probably the gets the blunt end of it because a part of me does just want to wallow in my disappointment.
I just want to be. I just want to be upset.
Let me be upset and
I'm
just
gonna
like,
go
let's
into
do
my
this. I'm like,
telephone booth. And
no, I don't want to do
complain.
that. Let's do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to sit here. I want to mope.
I want to be in my glass case of emotion.
Yeah.
Let me be in it.
So there's a story about Martin Luther. I'm not sure if you guys know who that is or not. But I'm not sure if everybody knows who that is.
I heard of him.
You guys do, I'm sure. But how Martin would behave this way often. His personal lamenting, moaning, whining, complaining, walking around the house, pity party of one. And one time his wife, Katie, just went into, the wardrobe and put on her funeral dress and started walking around the house wearing her funeral dress. And Martin looked at her like, "What are you doing?" "Well, if you're acting like we're at a funeral, I'm going to dress like it." And that's a poor misquote, but it's close.
Well, it probably was spoken in German.
It was in German. If you can quote us the German, you can make a comment about my bad translation.
Comment on the YouTube video.
No, comment on Facebook.
Facebook too.
Share it.
Yeah.
Like it.
Like it. Shameless plug.
Please. So, but my wife, my Katie, says, and her name's really Jessica, but in this situation,
It's a metaphor.
yeah, metaphor. My wife, Katie. So many people will be confused when they watch this video.
Your wife, Jessica,
My
who
wife-
is your Katie.
My Katie. I forgot what my wife.
Pity party of one.
My wife, my Katie, who says, I'm not going to join the pity party of one. To get over it, kind of like you were saying. And when you said lament,
Yes.
there's a whole book of the Bible called Lamentations.
Lamentations.
And what's odd about that book is there's absolutely none of it is just pity party of one, wallowing in my own, woe is me,
Brown hoodie.
sadness. But really what Lamentations is about is taking that complaint to God. And so Jeremiah, like, hey, look, Jerusalem's destroyed. No more temple, no more homeland, no more home. And lament, the whine, the complaint, but rather than wallowing in it, taking it to God. And that's what I think I forget to do all the time. In my pity party of one is just forget anybody else. Just want to sit here and complain about this. And eventually I'll feel better, or I'll forget what I'm whining about and move on.
When in reality, you should forgive McDonald's for messing up your Big Mac, and then give them a chance to make up.
You should go to the Lord on behalf of McDonald's. So how would
Pray
this
for the
look?
transgressions of your Big Mac flounderer.
Just trying to go full circle here,
Trying to make
Stay
it.
with the subject of Man
I
Up
mean,
Monday.
there was a nice half circle with a.
Oh yeah, you got half, and we'll come back later, finish the circle.
It's gonna look like Miss Pac-Man.
Which is the best way to grocery shop, I hear nowadays.
Let me just lament about the grocery store. The grocery store that we go to put down arrows, and the Lord did not put the arrows in the direction that we go down. So we have had a very difficult transition to COVID-19 directional grocery shopping traffic.
Always follow the one-way signs.
I do, and it is not how I have been shopping for the past 2 years.
Extra steps.
It is extra steps because now it's a loop.
Change is good.
I do not like this paradigm shift that is happening.
What if it never goes back? What if it is one-way shopping from here until eternity?
Change mocks me with her beauty.
Steve and I will open our own
That's a
grocery
Frozen
store.
quote, by the way.
You should really stop watching that movie.
I try. You tell my children no and then deal with that pity party.
I will gladly tell them no. And
The
then
pity
leave.
party of two.
You can borrow Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. Although it is Far From Home. So
I
know
can't
that's-
watch it at my house then.
I know that's not your favorite.
I can't watch it at my house.
Anyway, what we're
Happy Monday, by the
What are we
way.
talking about? This is the worst video ever
Lamenting.
that we've ever recorded. Congratulations.
Please don't lament our video.
Lamenting. Lamentations. Taking our issues And not just like,
Because truthfully, what good is there in my whining?
I mean, it's self-serving. It's actually nothing. Nothing good comes from whining except for I just feel good about whining and then I whine some more.
Mm-hmm. You know, what constructive thing has ever come about because I sat in my hole and grumbled about not getting 2 extra pieces of quote-unquote beef on my Grand Mac? we just lost McDonald's as a potential sponsor right there.
I'm sorry.
Burger King, we have an opening.
Oh, we're your patch right here.
I do like Whoppers.
You ever got a double Whopper and it kind of, never mind.
We won't go there.
Not yet. I mean, we try to solve these, and we think the best I can do is sit around and complain about it.
Because we can't solve the problem.
And all that, what does that do? That brings everybody else around me down.
Yeah.
Or I'm trying to bring everybody else down to wallow in my pit of despair with me.
Right.
And you said we can't solve the problem.
Right.
And that's what Lamentations is all about. That's what Katie was trying to convince Luther to do. Was stop moping, stop wearing your funeral face around, and darn, that quote would bother me all.
That's
day.
okay. Somebody Google it and let us know.
They will. But the whole notion of taking it back to God, and as men in general, I can speak for myself, but I'll let you guys fill in the gaps. I'm not the greatest at that. I have trouble remembering to open up the prayer channel when I'm frustrated about the disappointments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easier for me to wallow and grumble and complain than remember to open up the prayer channel. I mean, it sounds silly to, pray about my frustration over Grand Mac, but
It's a real thing.
I mean, bigger picture, every disappointment. I mean, how many times have you guys remembered when you're frustrated, I'm going to go pray about it?
I'm so mad I could just pray.
Usually not the words.
Never heard it before. Quote me on it. I'm going to be famous someday. I'm so mad I could just... That's a Martin Luther thing. Luther would say that.
He probably would have.
He probably did.
If he had spoken English, he would have said it.
So what do we do about it?
Go buy another Grand Mac.
Nate's going to lay his
Or-
pride aside.
Or one of you guys gonna bring me one, and then
Why don't you pray that someone would bring you a Grand Mac
I might.
and not expect anything from me?
Now, if I went and bought a Grand Mac and I just dropped it off at your house and it was incorrectly made again, would you be mad at me or McDonald's?
That'd be ironic, wouldn't it?
Because I'm totally going to go right now and get a Grand Mac for me and a regular Big Mac. Switch the boxes. So, I mean, the question, what do you do about it? And I think that's leading to our challenge for the week. And guys, it's, drop a knee and pray. And those times when, I was trying to fix that door frame at our house today, and I cannot hit a finishing nail to put the door jamb back on to save my life. I think I bent 14 nails and broke 3 of them. Finally, my son's standing there, and I didn't say any words that I shouldn't have said because I missed my thumb every time. Also missed the nails most of the times. But other times in life when, the kids know, everybody else around knows, I talked about it last week. Do they see me praying about those problems? No. They just see me grumbling about them. And then eventually they see me and think that they probably think I forgot about them. And I'm just getting madder about it next time. What if it was in prayer?
Yeah.
And so I guess the challenge might be to pray, to take a knee, take it to the Lord in prayer. Those disappointments, whatever they are, and whether they're yours, your family disappointments, or just in general things you're frustrated about, to take time to pray.
Yeah, and pausing to pausing to pray, I mean, it, first of all, checks your attitude. Helps to check your attitude, keep yourself in line. I mean, because we can respond to something quick with anger or something like that. But to take a moment to center yourself, focus your thoughts, your issues, your wants and desires, and instead of focusing on you, focus on how a God who is much bigger than us, a God who is much greater than us, can do a lot more in our lives than just what we can do by our own power.
Well said. Someone had to say it.
Someone had Nate had to say it.
Trademark. Yeah.
I feel like that should tweet. Well said.
Well said. Maybe I will tonight.
At Nate Benter.
Maybe I will tonight. Might actually be my Twitter handle. I'm not sure. Don't look me up.
All right, gentlemen. I think that's a wrap for this week.
That's all I got.
I can't think of anything else to say. And I don't know what I said before now anyway. So take care, guys. That's it for Man Up Monday. We'll see you next week.
Get your Grand Mac.
Ask not what you can do for your country. Or wait, no, that's wrong.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
I slept.
Ask what your country can. Yeah,
Ask
that's
what you can do for
what you can do for your country.
America.
America. America.